Unit 1 deals with the basic music concepts. These include unity and variety, the performer's role, the structure of music, can music have a specific purpose, types of listeners, and folk music, art music, and all that jazz. This course is designed to help you understand how the elements of music are combined to create what we hear. Because of this, listening is very important for the class. To start with, music is sound. It is how musicians manipulate the sound that largely makes it interesting. Unity and variety are contrasting concepts that work together. First, there is unity. The reason we enjoy music is because it fulfills our expectations. When musical ideas are repeated throughout a song, it lends unity. By contrast, variety fulfills our need for new, fresh, and sometimes unexpected ideas. Listen to the example by George Friedrich Handel to hear both unity and variety, in the way Handel uses different instruments to present the same theme. He uses unity in the way he repeats ideas. He uses a different instrument combination for variety. Music is also made pleasing by establishing resting points, or cadences. Cadences also divide the music into sections, so it is more easily digestible and providing much needed structure. Without cadences, which are found in all kinds of music, we could easily lose interest. There are other ways to provide variety: timbre, or the way instruments and voices are combined, and dynamics, the volume of the sound. Listen to Handel's famous Hallelujah Chorus and see how many instances of unity and variety you can identify. Class 2 discusses the performer's role. Another aspect that impacts our feelings about music is how performers translate it from the written notation into sound. You can listen to multiple versions of the same song that are completely different from each other. The notes and rhythms are the same, but the approach of the performer makes a huge difference. This is called an interpretation. The elements of music affected by a performer's interpretation, such as tempo and dynamics, will be discussed in future classes. There are several kinds of performers: soloists, small ensembles, large ensembles, as well as vocalists and instrumentalists. You will hear all different kinds of performers and ensembles throughout the course. There are numerous excellent examples of solo and ensemble performances of different genres and styles in the text. Moving on to Class 3, which deals with the structure of music, also known as the form. Form is how music is organized in time. There are many different forms, and one of the most common is ternary form, also known as A-B-A. Here's how it works. There's an opening section known as A. This section contains the main theme of the work. This is followed by a contrasting B section. It can contrast in several ways, most notably in new melodies. The A section returns at the end to lend a sense of unity to the work. This form has both unity and variety. Listen to the Mazurka by Friedrich Chopin to hear what ABA sounds like. Many pop songs follow this form. Class 4 covers the purpose of music. Music can serve a number of purposes. Some music is utilitarian, meaning it is designed to accompany a specific event. Think about the song Happy Birthday. It has a very specific purpose, and it is used almost exclusively for that purpose. We do not listen to it for entertainment. We also use music for dancing, graduation ceremonies, religious services, to name a few. Music can also be used to elicit a response. A romantic moment in a movie can be greatly enhanced with the right music, or ruined with the wrong kind. There is music that tells a specific story, known as program music. And sometimes we don't associate music with any event, emotion, or story. We enjoy it for the music itself. This is known as absolute music. The text goes into great detail discussing music and its purpose in other cultures. It may be for religious ceremony, political protest, or as a language. Whether music is a language or not is a hotly contested debate, but it certainly says different things to different people. and some music has connotations which become familiar in cultures, such as happy birthday. I encourage you to become aware of the music you listen to outside of class. Is it a group, a soloist, or a solo performer with a backup band? How many sections of music are there? What emotions does it bring out and why? Become aware of the different ways music is created and performed. Music serves many purposes, and there are a variety of reasons why people listen to it. Class 5 explains different kinds of listeners, as well as different kinds of music. The text lists 4 kinds of listeners. The first is casual listener. For this person, music is usually background accompaniment to something else they are doing: working, driving, cooking dinner, studying. It's a way to make the environment more pleasing. Second, the referential listener. All that means is that the person is listening to music to remember something from the past. The music reminds them of someone or something. The music signifies a personal connection, regardless of what the composer's intention was. The text uses a movement from Hector Berlioz's magnificent Symphonie Fantastique to illustrate music having direct and powerful meaning. The third is critical listener. This person tries to detect errors and problems in a performance. Professional musicians and college music majors often fall into this category. Fourth, there is the perceptive listener, which combines characteristics of the first 3. They enjoy listening to the music, but will delve further into why they enjoy it. And they can be critical without allowing it to ruin the listening experience. The 6th and final class of this unit involves different kinds of music. Though there are many categories and subcategories of music, the text identifies several kinds of music: folk, popular, art music, and jazz, to name a few. The text discusses 2 of these in more depth. Folk music is indigenous to a specific geographical region, often passed down orally, meaning it is not written down, and is utilitarian, or used for non-musical activities like work and celebrations. Texas has one of the strongest folk music traditions of any state in the United States. The text uses Russian folk song to illustrate the folk tradition from that country. Art music is what we think of as classical music. It is written out in musical scores so it can be performed by different musicians exactly as the composer intended. Most art music originated in Europe, and the art music tradition carries on because it is cataloged so precisely, unlike folk music, which is in decline because it often is not written down or recorded. Jazz is one of the only original forms of music that started in the United States. It combines traditional art music with African music influenced by plantation songs and spirituals. Not unlike folk music, it gives performers freedom to be creative, to improvise, or make up new music based on the jazz tune. Listen to the examples in the text to get an idea of what each kind of music sounds like. This class will focus primarily on European art music in the later sections, but there's a world of music for you to explore on your own. Start to listen to music as a perceptive listener. Question what you are listening to and be critical of what you hear.